So loads of year sevens think that the older kids at secondary school are going to be really scary. But honestly, it is just a myth. And every year there are these like wild and crazy stories about what the older kids are going to do. Have you heard any of these yet?
I've heard that people leave pennies and coins on the floor on the first day, and then the year sevens will pick them up, and then all of them will yell "scab" and like jump on top of the year sevens.
That is hilarious. That is so funny, Charlie. That's the best. That's the best thing. That's the best thing anyone's ever said. Oh, that was great. That's really made me laugh.
What I heard at secondary school is the older kids dress up as chickens and chase you around the corridors.
That was Charlie and Harry, two students about to start their year 7 journey. In this episode, I chat with them about what they're excited about and what's making them feel nervous. I also catch up with Annabelle, who's just wrapped up her first year and is heading into year 8. She's got great advice for new starters, and she'll also be busting those wild myths about older kids dropping pennies to trick you. Spoiler alert, none of it is true. Plus, we'll hear from Mrs Clarke, who works in pastoral support, with her top tips for parents and students. And of course, I'll be sharing another top takeaway of the week from my anxiety busting toolkit. There's a lot to unpack in this one, so let's dive in. Hello everybody, and a big warm welcome to Anxiety Uncovered, the podcast that inspires young people to manage anxiety and for the adults who want to empower them to succeed. I'm Joe Roundtree, stand-up comedian, presenter, and now anxiety specialist for young people. 15 years ago, I was mugged on the streets of Barcelona, an experience that left me battling chronic anxiety, PTSD and OCD for many years. I eventually reached out, and thanks to the incredible support from family, friends, and the amazing team at the Maudsley Hospital Centre for Anxiety, extensive therapy, and my background in psychology, I found a way through it. Now, I'm here to help you do the same. So come and join the conversation, have a listen, a laugh, and learn everything you need to know to transform your anxiety into your biggest strength. I'll see you inside. Hello and welcome to episode 8, the final episode of season 1 of the Anxiety Uncovered podcast. New school, new teachers, new rules. Transitioning to secondary school can feel like stepping into another world. And if you're a student or parent, you're probably feeling that mix of excitement and what ifs right now. In this episode, we're unpacking the big move. I've been delivering transition workshops in schools for many years now, helping students successfully move from year 6 to year 7. So it's going to be my pleasure to share with you all my top tips to help you make the best of your first steps and show you how one simple mindset shift can turn all those common worries and what many students view as challenges into amazing opportunities, helping you go from feeling nervous to feeling excited. Because remember, nerves and excitement feel the same in your body. Racing heart, butterflies, yeah, it's the same for both. The cool part, you get to decide how to label the feeling and what to call it in your mind. And you do that with your thoughts. Yeah, this is nerves, or no, this is excited. I'm really excited. So Charlie, you're starting secondary school in September. How are you feeling?
Mainly nervous, but also excited at the same time.
Nice. What are you nervous, excited about? What are you looking forward to?
So I'm nervous about lots of things, but mainly it's about getting lost. And the things that I'm excited about, they're like making new friends. I'm looking forward to the science classes and also the history classes.
So Harry, how do you feel about starting secondary school?
What I'm most looking forward to in secondary school is football and futsal, which is inside football, and all the other sports, really. I'm most worried about catching the bus as it's too far for my mum to take me, and also getting a detention because I don't want to miss stuff like my break and things.
Yeah, cool. So you're a little bit worried about your mum not getting you to the bus stop on time?
Yeah.
So what could you do? What could you tell your mum to do?
So for me to get to school on time, I'm going to have to tell my mum to get up earlier and take me.
What I loved about what Harry said was how he recognised his worry, the challenge of getting to school on time and not missing the bus. So I asked him a simple question. What could you do to make sure that doesn't happen? His answer? Tell his mum to get up earlier so they could leave earlier. Simple, brilliant. And that's what this new start is all about, isn't it? Taking responsibility. Year 7 requires much more self-management and independent learning than primary school. It isn't just about bigger classrooms and heavier bags. It's about starting to think and really ask yourself these real sorts of grown-up questions like, okay, so how can I flip this? How do I take this thing that I'm worried about and turn it into something I can actually control? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to share 10 common worries and show you how to reframe each of them so you feel calmer, more confident, and maybe even a little bit smug that you've got this year 7 thing all sorted. So here we go. These are the top 10 common worries that many people have when going into secondary school. Number 1, getting lost. A lot of people see this as a challenge. Yeah, it could be, but what's the opportunity here? Every time you get lost, you find your way. You build confidence, and soon you'll know that school better than the year 11s. So get lost a little bit. You'll find your way. Number 2, making new friends. Bit of a challenge? Nah, opportunity. It's a chance for a fresh start to meet new people who truly get you and build new long-lasting relationships. Number 3, older students. Oh, dear me, those scary older students. Opportunity. Most older kids are friendly and busy with their own stuff. Some will even help you out if you ask and not put your head down the toilet or make you pick up pennies and call you a scab. Number 4, the canteen and new food. Opportunity. You get to try new things and figure out your favourites and what you don't like. Homework and subjects. Yeah, challenge, right? No, opportunity. Look, you don't have to like every subject or even like homework, but it's a chance to get organised and build routines and new habits that will make school and life way into the future feel so much less stressful. Number 6, packing the right bag and kit. Top tip, DIY, do it yourself. This is a great opportunity to start being more responsible. Don't let your parents or your carers pack your bags. Do it yourself. This helps build independence. And once you nail it, it feels good. It feels good to be on top of things and have it all ready the night before. Number 7, what happens if I get a detention? Best not get a detention, right? Well, you probably will, if you're like me anyway. I got loads. But look, detentions aren't the end of the world. If you think about it, it's a great opportunity, a chance to learn the rules, reset, and show your teachers you can bounce back even stronger. That's resilience. Number 8, getting to school on time. Maybe you're taking the bus, the train, maybe you're walking. Challenge, right? No, opportunity. You'll quickly learn time management. And there's something quite empowering about being able to get yourself where you need to be, even if it means telling your parents to get out of bed and get a move on. Nice one, Harry. Number 9, reading or speaking in front of class. All these new teachers. Challenge? No, opportunity. You should know by now. Think about it. It's safe practice for public speaking, an important life skill that makes you feel more confident in every part of life. More teachers, great opportunity to work on your relationship skills. Observing different teaching styles across subjects helps you appreciate how you learn best. You might not like a teacher or even every subject, but you got to work out how you can make that relationship and that subject work for you. How can you get the best out of it? Number 10, fitting in. What happens if I don't fit in? Challenge, right? No, another opportunity. Secondary school is your chance to discover your crowd, a new crowd, and show up as the real you. Join as many different lunchtime clubs and after school clubs as possible to find your people, find your tribe. It might not happen on day 1. Just be patient, keep an open mind, and don't give up. Great technique, right? You take any challenge, any worry, flip the script, and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What's the opportunity here? Switching your mindset from why is this happening to me to what could this be trying to teach me is an absolute game changer. Now let's hear from Annabelle, a student who's completed year 7 and is about to go into year 8. And honestly, she's got some cracking advice to share. What would you say, looking back, what was your highlight of year 7?
I think the highlight would be getting the award at the end of the year. That was like a big moment for me because of all the opportunities in year 7. I felt that I could shine properly because I didn't get that opportunity in primary.
Nice. So tell us about the award and what you did.
So I got the award for outstanding contribution to the school community, and I'm going to a conference at the start of the year. So I'm excited for that, and I got it for just being me, I guess, just shining.
Would you say then a top tip for going to secondary school is to be yourself?
Yes, definitely be yourself. That is one of my top tips, actually. You can't blend in. You have to be yourself, otherwise you're not going to get noticed.
A lot of people think that maybe they have to act like other people to fit in, or they have to go along with the crowd. But I think the danger of that is if you do that, then you're being a version of yourself that you're not. And eventually that will catch up with you and you'll realise that actually the people you're around, that's not actually true to who you are.
No, because your friends will find you. Considering if you are who you are, people will come to you because of who you are, not because you're acting like someone different. Don't be shy to ask for help. Someone will always understand what you're going through, and just voicing that will get your message across.
And who did you have to speak to for that? Who would you say was your person to go to?
Well, I had my year lead at school who was in charge of all the year 7s, and she was really helpful because she came to our school and told us a bit about it so we could just ask questions. And I thought that was really nice because we didn't get any of that in primary, like year 6 lead or anything.
And looking back, can you tell us what were your biggest worries about starting secondary school?
My biggest worries were getting lost because it's a big change because it's so much bigger than primary. And I think getting in trouble, I'm always one for following the rules. I don't like getting in trouble. So yeah, and being organised is a big one. Like, I was really worried about missing homework or missing my equipment. I think I was really worried about that.
All right, so you talk about getting lost, getting into trouble, and organisation. So when you were worried about that, were you doing anything to help with that situation? Any advice that you can give to people that are worried about getting lost? If they are a bit overwhelmed with, new school, what would you tell them to do?
Well, at our school, we have buddies, and I'm a buddy for the new year 7s now, and they directed us around the first day, and it was really nice because they were showing us all the key rooms, like the head teacher's office, here's the PE changing rooms, and we just got a special tour basically. So it was really nice just to have that supportive person to rely on about knowing around.
And what about organisation?
I think I'm quite an organised person, but I was just worried about it anyway. So I'd lay everything out and make sure I had it the night before, or make sure I've got all of my equipment just ready for the school year to start again.
And what about following the rules? What did you do? Just follow the rules?
Follow the rules, yeah. I had to pay very certain attention to some of them, or because you have to bring your homework in on time, and we never did that in primary. We didn't have any homework, so I had to remember the due date and what the homework was and what page it was on. So I just had to write that down in a special book or something.
That's cool. One thing I'm going to talk about in this episode is be that person that maybe goes up to someone and says, "Hi, how you doing? My name is," and start the conversation. Maybe don't be that person that just stays quiet, stays shy, because you never know, that question you might ask someone, that person might end up being your best friend.
Yeah.
Can you relate to that in any way?
I can. And one of my closest friends at school now, who I didn't know at the start of the year, I just walked up and was like, "Hi, are you okay? My name's Annabelle, what's your name?" Now we're basically inseparable. We are very close now, and I'm really glad I did that.
Annabelle, you're just giving me goosebumps saying that. I'm not joking, because I know that just by you saying that, you are going to just help someone. Just that simple thing of going up to someone going, "Hi, my name is." What Annabelle said really stuck with me about being the one who makes the first move, even if it feels a bit scary. feel the fear and do it anyway. Remember, when you feel nervous, you can always use your breath as an anchor. In through your nose, out longer through the mouth, and just keep doing that until you feel calmer. It will honestly relax you and calm down your beating heart. I do this multiple times a day. Honestly, I still do it and it works. Please don't give up and do it once, twice, 3 times and think, nah, it doesn't work. Practice makes, progress, percentages. And remember, many of your new classmates are experiencing the same emotions, the same feelings. So keep reminding yourself that you are just in the same boat as everyone else. Ask a question. Just find some common ground instead of just staying quiet. Remember, anxiety's biggest trick is avoidance. What we avoid only makes things worse, even if avoiding makes it feel easier in the moment. So be brave enough to start the chat, even if it feels uncomfortable. So here's my top 10 tips for making friends in year 7. Number 1, start small. A little hello with a little simple question like, what's your name? Or do you like sport? These small openings can lead to bigger chats. Number 2, have a follow-up question ready. Write them down if you have to. Ask about hobbies, favourite games, teams, subjects. It keeps the conversation flowing naturally. Number 3, be aware of your body language. Smile, keep your head up and look friendly. Keep an open body posture. First impressions count more than you think. As the saying goes, you don't get a second chance to make a first impression. That's why they're called first impressions. Number 4, be approachable. Put your phone away. Look open to conversations. It makes it easy for others to come and talk to you. Number 5, join in. Join a club, do some sports or any activities. These are friendship gold mines. Shared interests make connecting easy. Number 6, don't take it personally. If someone doesn't respond in the way that you want, it's not about you. They might just be really shy or just nervous. Keep trying with others. Number 7, build friendships slowly. Strong friendships take time. It's not just going to happen overnight. Even one small chat on day 1, day 2, that's progress. Build it up slowly. Number 8, try one-to-one first. If groups feel overwhelming, start with someone else who looks like they'd like a friend too. Number 9, and this is what Annabelle said, be yourself. I think it was Oscar Wilde that said, be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Don't pretend to be someone you're not. The best friendships come when you're being genuine. And number 10, just keep practicing. Making friends is a skill. Each smile, each question, or you want to sit there, or can I sit there, builds your confidence. Annabelle is now going to clear up once and for all those wild and crazy stories about older students.
Older children won't drop pennies waiting for you to pick them up and attack you verbally and call you a scab.
And Annabelle, is it true that the older kids dress up as chickens? I can't believe I'm saying this. Is it true that the older kids dress up as chickens and chase you around the corridors?
No, that one's not true, because if you're like my school, you have to wear a uniform.
Brilliant. Nice one. Now let's hear from Mrs Clarke, who works in pastoral support. She's going to share with us her top tips for parents and students. Take it away, Mrs Clarke.
Hello, my name is Catherine Clarke and I work in pastoral support in a secondary school in Lincolnshire. Thanks for having me on to do some of my top tips for starting year 7. So, an exciting time, a bit nerve-wracking, yep. But it's a totally new world and it's full of classrooms and friends, and yes, sometimes the confusing corridors can be a little bit overwhelming. It's all a bit strange, but that is completely normal. And it's completely normal to feel a mix of nerves and excitement. So just think of it as if you are stepping into an epic new game level. Your brain is ready, even if your feet aren't quite sure where they're going yet. So top tips for students. Number 1, your brain loves maps. Lost? Don't panic. So the hippocampus, which is your brain's built-in GPS system, it loves practice runs. So walk your timetable a couple of times. Practice your route to school. Practice the cycle, the bus, the walk, however it is you're getting there. Just go through it a couple of times. And boom, yep, that's right. Next week, you're basically a walking Google Maps. My top tip for you, number 2, nerves. Think of them like they're your inbuilt turbo boost button. So that jittery feeling in your tummy, that is adrenaline. And if you think of it like your brain pressing a turbo button every time you feel it, and instead of saying, I'm scared, try saying to yourself, I'm pumped, I'm so ready for this. And your brain will completely buy it. Top tip number 3, chunk it up like a pro. What do I mean by that? Well, things like packing your bag the night before, homework. These things are all easier if you just slice them up into tiny bite-sized chunks. Do 20 minutes on and 5 minutes off. Your brain's working memory really loves tiny doses, and that way you will actually remember stuff instead of scrolling on your phone in despair. My top tips for parents. Routines rock. If there's morning chaos or nighttime battles, try not to worry too much. Just keep some predictable patterns into your routine at home. Your child's amygdala, which is the brain's alarm system, will chill out if it knows that there are some really dependable milestones and waypoints in life at home. Top tip number 2, cheer the effort. If you say, I love how hard you tried, it will always be well done on the grade, every single time. What you're doing this way is you're training those dopamine pathways for real resilience, and that will really help get them through year 7. Number 3 is that sleep is really such a superpower. Try and maintain and stick to the 8 to 10 hours a night, and that is golden. Without that, memory and mood will all take a hit. And finally, probably one of the biggest lessons that I've learned from working with students over the years who are starting year 7 is that suddenly they shapeshift. Your teens' brains are remodeling. It's like Lego on turbo. The mood swings, forgetfulness, sudden independence, these are all really normal, but it can be a bit alarming if you're a parent. Just remember to breathe, stay steady, and remember your calm is their anchor. If you've got any real concerns that last any amount of time and you would like to talk to somebody, I would always say get in touch with either a form tutor, a head of year, or the school's pastoral department. So, good luck. This isn't just a school year, it's your brain's adventure mode. This is year 7. Map it, turbo it, train it, and most of all, enjoy the ride.
Time now for my top takeaway of the week from my anxiety busting toolkit. This week it's, drum roll please, every single transition tip I shared in this episode, all condensed into one handy PDF that you can download from the show notes. You can print it out, stick it on the fridge, fold it up, put it in your blazer pocket, keep it somewhere safe. Remember, transition takes time. So be patient, take it step by step, and see every challenge as an opportunity. If you actually read the words, opportunity is nowhere, it also reads, opportunity is now here. Don't believe me? Write it down. This is your moment to turn the page and write an exciting new chapter in your life. Good luck, everyone. Go make it amazing.
Someone told me that if you get a detention, you have to walk backwards for the rest of the day.
Charlie, that and everything you said, and obviously the highlight of our conversation, that's really tickled me. They make you pick up pennies and call you a scam. All right, well, that's definitely going in the podcast. I just want to say a very big thank you to all my guests on the show. Harry, Charlie, best of luck in year 7. You're going to be amazing. Annabelle, you're going to absolutely smash year 8. And of course, Mrs Clarke, thank you so much for sharing your very wise words of wisdom. And that's a wrap. Not just on this episode, but on the very first season of Anxiety Uncovered. I really hope you've enjoyed all 8 episodes as much as I've loved making them. It's been such a privilege to share with you all the stories, the tools, the tricks, the techniques, the tactics, and to hear from so many of you about how this podcast has helped. We'll be back in a couple of months with season 2, and trust me, there are some very exciting things in store, so please stay tuned. In the meantime, don't forget about me. If you found this podcast helpful, please share it with someone who might need it. Leave a review, hit that follow or subscribe button. It helps more people find the show. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Keep practicing those anxiety-busting techniques. Remember, your thoughts aren't facts. Your inner critic doesn't get the final say. And when in doubt, ask yourself, real fire or just burnt toast? And most importantly, speak to yourself like you're someone worth looking after. Because you are. Adios. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Anxiety Uncovered. Be sure to stay tuned for future episodes and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. If you enjoyed the show and you think others would too, I'd be really grateful if you could recommend it and we can grow this community together. To get in touch or follow on social media, check out the show notes. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have ideas for future episodes or topics related to anxiety that you'd like to learn more about, please get in touch and I'll dedicate those episodes to you. If you need help right now, please speak up, even if it feels hard. Talk to a trusted adult, friend or family member. It took me just 20 seconds of insane courage to go to the doctor and ask for help after putting it off for many years, and it honestly saved my life. For additional support, consider free online resources like Anxiety UK, which offers confidential help, or Shout, SHOUT, a free 24/7 text service for anyone in the UK who's struggling. And if you're outside the UK, I highly recommend the website adda.org. I'm your host, Joe Rowntree. It's been a pleasure. And until next time, big love, Godspeed, and amor fati.